Okay, we have a piece of candy. This is a piece of candy here. It says calculate the total surface area. Guys, note they've given you a big hint here. They have bolded total. And I'll explain to you why they've done that in a second. So the total surface area of this. Now, I've brought this in from the formula booklet, guys. They have not shown you this or given you this hint, but to get the total surface area, I need, it's a hemisphere, so it's like half a ball, but just be careful that this is the surface area of the sphere. So the surface area of a sphere is 4 pi r squared. So the surface area, let's call it surface area, is equal to 4 pi r squared, because that is the sphere. A sphere has a total surface area of 4 pi r squared, but it's a hemisphere, which is half of that, so I'm going to divide that by 2, and then I'm going to add the area of this circle, because this circle, which is the kind of base of the hemisphere, that's not taken into account when you think about a ball. What's the surface area of a football? And then if you cut it in half, the surface area that you already calculated it didn't take into account that circle. So I'm going to add pi r squared. And this, I have some of these, 4 over 2 is 2. So it's 2 times pi times 6 squared, because the radius is 6, plus pi times 6 squared, which is actually equal to 36 pi. Well, it's actually 3 times 36 pi, which is 108 pi. I could actually leave it like that, or I could write it in, that's millimeters squared. Millimeters squared. Let me just go back here. Guys, if you weren't happy with what I did there, just go back here and do 2 pi times. So do 2 times pi times 6 squared plus pi times 6 squared. That gives me 108 pi. Then convert to decimal, and I get 339.292. 339.292. Because that's the exact answer, so that's fine. In fact, that's better in my opinion. Anyway, part B. All right, look, if you wanted to do 3 significant figures, it's 339, but millimeters squared. But this is the best answer. This is an exact answer. Anyway, calculate the weight of chocolate required to coat 1 piece of candy with chocolate, right? So the total surface, which is this, is coated in chocolate. 1 gram of chocolate covers an area of 240 millimeters squared. Calculate the weight of chocolate required. So if it was 240 millimeters squared, we could cover it with 1 gram of chocolate, but it's not. It's more than that. It's 339 or this. So I just need to know how many 240s are in 339, and let's just simply divide it. So I'm just going to divide. I'm going to use this value, the 108 pi. That's the exact value, divided by 240. So it's how many 240s in 108 pi. Let's do that right now. 108 times pi divided by, what did I say, 240 gives me this. Let's do convert to decimal. 1.41372. 1.41372, which is approximately equal to 1.41 grams. Okay, that's question 3.